yourself?
Yeah, it's a good feeling. Being out 6 weeks kind of hurt. I wanted to get out there as soon as I can, so coming back and playing a huge role is awesome.
Yeah, obviously you have a chance. The state needs some guys on the back end, and you punt a lot of strikes out there tonight. How comfortable would you be in that role, being that guy to come in 8th, 9th inning, close the ball game out?
Yeah, I'll do whatever coach wants me to. I just want to get out there and throw some innings. It's been obviously 6 weeks since I've been throwing a lot, so I can't wait for the upcoming weekend.
What's it kind of been like for you? It seemed like the past couple hours you really kind of started to stack them together. I mean, how good are you feeling now compared to maybe where you were a couple weeks ago when you first came back from the injury?
Yeah, definitely. I feel a lot better. That Memphis game's kind of like the third time I was on the mound, so a little rough there, but I'm trying to get my feeling back, and I'm feeling good right now, obviously.
What's it like coming into that situation with runners on, trying to take
I loved it. Landon Sims is my roommate, so we kind of talk about it, but I kind of learned from him a little bit since what he did last year. That was awesome, but I love it. I love the energy. I love the pressure, so I can't wait.
When you're a guy that's having to sit for a while, and you're not being disciplined or anything, it's not a decision, you're having to kind of wait till you heal, but you see some of your other guys struggling. How difficult is it to go through that and not maybe rush yourself back?
Mm-hmm. I know our pitch staff's kind of been up and down, but yeah, it's been tough just watching, but I know they'll be back, and we've been better over the past 3 games, so I'm just kind of excited for what's to come.
Birmingham had just one walk today, and that's something you guys have been struggling with. I mean, how much has that been a point of emphasis within the whole pitching staff?
Oh, it's definitely been a point of emphasis, going after people, less walks, making them hit us, and it's kind of hard to do if we're pumping strikes with off speed and fastball, so it's kind of been an emphasis with Coach Foxhall and the whole staff.
They were in a bunt situation there with no outs, and you threw a breaking ball. First off, good stop by Luke. Obviously, didn't like that ball. Was that called the Barry one to try to draw a swing and bunt?
Oh yeah, we definitely wanted to. I guess it's kind of harder to bunt a slider rather than a fastball. So I was trying to get it down, and it kind of worked out a little bit. Yeah.
It seems like there's a little more bite to your breaking ball. And last year, at times you'd spike it a little bit, but it seems like you get more control and it's a little crisper. What have you seen maybe in the development of that pitch maybe in the last year?
I just needed more innings, honestly. More innings to throw that. In Cape Cod, that was kind of my go-to pitch, my slider. So it's kind of developed over the past year, and I'm really happy where it is right now.
In that 10th inning, you had 2 outs, and then a guy gets on a drop third strike. What's the mental state like going into that next hitter?
Yeah, definitely. I'm super glad that Luke Hancock blocked the ball there. I just wanted to strike out the next guy, honestly. That's really it. Just kind of stop the bleeding and keep us right there in the game.
Lane, I know you've been platooning a lot this year, 2 games one weekend, maybe 1 the next. How difficult is it to maybe get in the rhythm and stay in the rhythm offensively and defensively when maybe you're not playing every day?
It's not near as hard defensively as offensively because you just got to see pitches and having more at-bats. Being comfortable comes with more at-bats and more pitches. And so just getting in there and seeing more pitches, and you just get more comfortable the more pitches you see and at-bats you get.
Obviously, you have the 4 hits today, but how much have maybe those past couple games where you have seen some pitches kind of a couple hits kind of helped you build some momentum towards the performance you had today?
Yeah, I kind of started off a little bit rough, and I just think that seeing those pitches and trying to pick out a good fastball to hit instead of swinging at bad pitches early in the count, and just trying to minimize everything and take it 1 pitch at a time.
How tough is that when you're facing like 3 or 4 different pitchers? I think they threw 9 guys in this game.
Yeah, it is pretty tough because you have to lock in on which pitcher is in at what time and what he throws and everything like that. And it's always tough in a midweek game because there's normally a lot of pitchers, and so you just got to stay locked in and see who's out there for that inning.
It seems like for the last month, like your at-bats have been getting better. Like you're having elongated at-bats, whereas it may be a 3 or 4 pitch at-bat earlier in the year. You've had full counts and you foul off a lot of pitches. You've had some 8 and 9 pitch at-bats. Maybe what has changed? Is it just getting the reps, or is maybe you're doing some things different mechanically?
I've been working with Coach Gotro the past couple weeks, and we think we figured something out with my swing, and it seems like there's a lot of confidence coming back because I started off a little bit struggling, and so it just got my confidence back and trying to get that all the way back and get back out there.
Seems like a lot of your hits are going to center field as Gotro, trying to get you to use the middle of the field.
Yeah, middle to away, kind of, because I was rolling over some balls and hitting some balls at short and third, and instead of driving them back up the middle. but trying to emphasize just staying back up the middle and over second base.
On the wild for the first, how quickly did you realize you could go from first to third on that play?
I really didn't realize it until I heard Landon Sims, who was over there coaching first base, yelling, "Go, go, go." And so I looked up and saw the ball rolling away and took off.
We've heard from Leggett and we've heard from Lamonis about your relationship with Leg and how it's not an adversarial relationship. You guys really are teammates. So kind of give us your vantage point on that. What's it like? You never know from one day to the next what day you're going to play, but the guy that you're competing with is one of your better friends.
Yeah, me and Leg, we kind of bond by both being shortstops and knowing that either one of us is going to be out there one day or the other, and we just try to know that each other has each other's back. Whoever's playing, the other one's right there behind them to pat them on the back if they get a bad strikeout or something, make an error. The other one's right there to pat them on the back.
So you were just, listening to Casey's press conference there. I mean, what's it like, just watching him come back and be the pitcher that he has been for you guys the past couple weeks here?
Oh, yeah, he's been big for us coming out of the bullpen. Losing Landon and Stone Simmons and him at the beginning was kind of tough, but getting him back is a lot better. And he's been pumping it in there, and he's been dominant since he came back.
I know that Lamonis is always big about winning today's game. But you guys have lost almost as many games as you did last year. There's a lot of people that are kind of doubting this team. How do you guys feel about the prospects for the rest of your season? I mean, obviously I know it gets frustrating when you have a weekend like this past weekend, but where would you say the confidence level of this team is right now?
We're still working to get better, and I think with every loss is also a win because we bond closer together as a team and we become closer brothers. And so I think that we're going to end up being all right.
I guess when you're coming off a tough weekend like that, I mean, do you guys even have to talk about, how big this weekend is with Auburn? Or is that kind of understood, throughout the locker room?
It's already understood pretty much. Knowing that we've lost last weekend, kind of got swept and haven't won too many early in the season. So everybody knows in the back of their mind that we're going to have to win and start winning in the SEC on the weekends. But everybody knows that we can win and that we're going to. So hopefully we can just go out there and give it our all and we'll get some wins.
Something you prefer, kind of have it just a little bit of a quicker turnaround, especially coming off a win?
Yeah, I think it does because we're going to take this momentum and hopefully take it in this weekend and carry it on and win all 3 games, hopefully.